And the NHS have released some new guidance on certain kinds of cancer. Is this useful guidance, Josh?
Why is this still going on? How is this still going on? It's been pointed out before, and the fact that they're still trying to basically delete the word woman.
OK, so tell us what's happened.
So what's happened is NHS, from its website, has dropped the word women when it comes to ovarian, womb and cervical cancer. Now, this is not the first time this kind of move has happened in terms of literature that the NHS has put out before for screenings and stuff. This is on the website. The Stonewall documentary that was put on by the BBC...
the Nolan documentary.
Talked about all of this. So this is not a new phenomenon. But so how they're still doing it and trying to delete the word woman is... It just seems unbelievable. So it used to say, for example, cancer of the womb is a common cancer that affects the female reproductive system. Fair enough. That all makes sense. Now they've changed it to most womb cancer usually starts in the lining of the womb, the endometrium. This is also known as endometrial cancer. So by not using the word woman or female in there, it makes it so much harder for people whose English is their second language, people who might have learning difficulties.
Are you talking about Scotland again?
I was actually going to make that joke, and then but you scared me so much before that I thought, you know what, I'm going to leave
that is a good point, though, Josh, joking aside, because, this can have real-world impact on people's health.
Absolutely.
And it's almost as though they haven't thought it through. There's no one who doesn't understand what woman and female means.
Yeah, that's what it's so stupid, because everybody knows what woman is. And if you're a trans man who's got, a womb and ovaries and all the rest of it, then you know that you're included in that category. You know that they're talking about you, and you're not going to not get the treatment because of some, something on a leaflet. And that's only applying to a tiny percentage of people anyway. And it just shows that wokeism is a new classism. So, if you don't have the sort of... Like you said, the intelligence and means to know that, what a birthing person is and what endometrial cancer is.
Well, if you're learning the language, if you're learning English...
Even
then,
the word cervix, even educated women. Some women don't know what the word cervix is.
Also, there's the principle of what this means for women and women's rights. The idea of just changing all these definitions.
Dehumanising them to this kind of just body parts.
And they don't do it with men.
Yeah,
they don't do it with a guidance on prostate cancer or anything like that. It's a weird...
Prostate owner.
They don't do that. And it's a weirdly targeted thing. But the other thing is, it's, as you say, Josh, the NHS, all of this stuff has been exposed. We're all seeing more and more about how enthralled they are to Stonewall. Even today, there was a leaked document which came out on Twitter for the Fair Cop Twitter account. They leaked to them this document from the NHS which shows that they were tendering contracts to suppliers on the basis of whether or not they had signed up to Stonewall's Diversity Champions scheme. In other words, they're going to jeopardise getting the best supplies on the basis of this ideological project. Will this stop? Is the NHS ever going to say enough?
And it's insanity, because if the NHS needs to save money, which it does, as you said, it's gone, the spending's ballooned from 100 billion to 132 billion. So if they need to make cuts, why not cut all this nonsense? All the people in these posts who are making these ridiculous decisions that are actually then causing inefficiencies and causing, issues for patients, why not just cut a swathe through all that nonsense?
Yeah.